Nintendo Game Boy. In 1989, Nintendo came up with this first model of the Game Boy here in the bottom left. It was absolutely terrible. It was this big clunky gray thing. It had a pixelated black and white screen. It was almost gray and black. It was terrible. But people loved it. They loved it because it was simple. It played simple games. There were loads of games. It was easy, cheap, light, durable, fresh. And while others like Sega and other competitors were making more and more ridiculous consoles that were larger, had color screens, worse battery life, Nintendo kept it simple. And that's what led them to have these multiple generational effects of having Game Boy, despite being on paper a worse product, way ahead of all the others in terms of market share. That's this dotted line here. So many different generations of Game Boys, but what they held true to was Nintendo kept it simple, because the customer needs don't really change. It needs to be clunky, simple, effective. They removed the external dependencies. Nintendo knows that the arrival of fresh and new games is going to be what keeps the platform interesting for consumers. So they kept on helping developers make simple games at a fast pace that were easy to create and easy to upload. And Nintendo kept true to this philosophy for more than 2 decades. It was amazing. So this lesson for us is, which parts of your very first, your worst version of the product should you maintain for future generations? We talk in the startup world about MVPs. Which parts of your minimal viable product should you retain? And because that's often the truth of where success started, can maintain in future.